Okay, so I don't know how to start this video, but basically I just want to rank the Final Fantasy characters that I have met so far up till the end of Stormblood main story, and just kind of gauge where they are, you know, in my heart of hearts. And then I'll come back to this list in the future, you know, maybe at the beginning of Shadowbringers, end of Shadowbringers, Endwalker, Dawn Trail, and just see kind of whether they move up or down. I think it'd be interesting. My opinion has certainly changed on some of them already. I'm gonna edit this. This S is more like just like marriage, right? I think that's fine. A can be like best friends, you know, for me personally. B is gonna be like, you know, they're cool. We can hang out, buddies. Hang with me. C rank. I did not care for X. D rank is going to be, please leave me alone. Do not approach. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, some of these characters I don't know. So I'm just gonna do the ones we do know. Well, let's see. So some of these are like nothing, right? So like Biggs and Wedge, they're fine. I mean, they're like neither here nor there. I don't really feel a whole lot for them, to be honest. Where's Wedge? Where's that Biggs? See, I don't even know. Lahabrea, he's just kind of fine. I haven't really seen him much. Well, he wasn't really in Stormblood, so, you know, not much of an opinion on him right now. I think he's dead, but like, come on, he's definitely not dead, right? He's a sword at the moment, I think. I definitely feel like he's still alive, and maybe he'll get a little more character and nuance. For now, he's kind of, you know, boring, big bad evil guy. Gosetsu, best friends. No, you know, I want to be a little more. We could definitely hang. No, he's definitely best friend. No, we can hang. Hien's my best friend. Okay, sorry, I gotta be honest here. Alisaie, bestest of friends, absolutely ride or die. You know, because I feel like, honestly, I feel like Stormblood like did her a lot of favors. Like she gets to like fuck people up like a lot. You know, I think more than the average Scion. Like she's really always ready to like scrap, and I really respect that as someone who is not good at de-escalating. I think, well, I mean, yeah, Alisaie's the goat. Alphinaud, we can hang. I like Alphinaud. I like him more in Gosetsu. I probably like it. Is probably top of hang with me. I just feel like we don't have a lot in common out of saving the world and stuff. You know, like I don't think I would hang out with Alphinaud a lot. So maybe he shouldn't be in hang with me. No, we would hang out, but he's not like a best friend. You know, he's like, oh, you can hang out a couple days, a week, maybe twice a week. This guy. I need another tier. Add a row below, and it's going to be indifferent. I spelled that right. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this guy one way or the other. He's like the older brother from the House Fortemps, correct? Yeah, no, I don't. He's fine. This marriage. The moment Gaius gave me his speech about who do I serve, that whole like 12-minute soliloquy, I was there for it. Like I would have, like, honestly, he could have turncoded me very easily. Thank God it wasn't a solo instance, because I would have walked out there wearing like Garlean colors. No, Gaius is super cool. Gone too soon. Very like, yeah, he's fucking awesome. Absolutely. And he's like, he was like, hey, let's not kill the population with a chemical weapon, you know, because people are a resource. Like he's not like let's kill everything. He's like, fuck the false gods, you know. Where's are your 12? They're not here. If they were real, they would strike me down. He's very, I get that, you know. He's a bad man, very bad man. I wouldn't introduce him to my mom, but I would definitely elope, I think. Yeah, don't know him. That's a bird. Don't know him. The Warrior of Darkness, He's fine. I don't know. I don't know. I know something. I got spoiled for a thing. So, I mean, I'm sure this will change. Arenvald, I think your name is. No opinion. I think you're in the patch quest that's coming up. So, I'm sure this will change. Aymeric. They really went out of their way to, like, make you... I mean, this is obvious, right? And I think he goes above Gaius, if only because, like, hey, I would introduce him to my mom, you know? I feel like she'd like him, you know, a lot. He's religious. She would love that, you know? Aymeric's great. You get a lot of scenes of him, like, being on level with you, you know? Like, he's very, like, he meets you at your level a lot. Even when you first meet him, he's like, listen, my hands are tied. Wish I could help. You know, here's all this, that, and the other. Aymeric's cool. Aymeric. That guy. Aymeric's papa. I feel like they could have done more with him. But he was pretty, I mean, the final confrontation you're having is pretty cool. So I do like him. This tier list makes no sense, because is it like characters I enjoyed, but like, primarily this is like characters that I really like seeing on screen, not necessarily like best friends, because I mean, there's gonna be some in here that, like, obviously, I mean, it's on site, but also like I really like the character. So Y'shtola, I like her a lot. I started in Limsa. She's a real one. She's really strong. She's really witty. I wish we had more. I want what they did with Lys and Stormblood, I want them to do with Y'shtola at some point. Like, I want a whole expansion that's just like the Y'shtola show. Y'shtola. I am bad with names. Even my own name, you know, I struggle with on occasion. Elidibus, I don't like Elidibus. I know he's supposed to be like big, mysterious. Like, oh, what's he planning? He's got all these. He's sowing a lot of seeds. He's gonna reap them soon. Like, I don't know. I'm sure he'll get cooler. There was a stinger at the end I'm interested in to see who he is behind the mask, but I don't know. Pink hair lizard girl. That one's like it's like a free bingo space, you know. Like, she's super sweet, you know. Like, how could you not, you know? Magnai, my guy, I get it, you know. She's super cool. I'll remember her name before the end. It's like something with a C. I know that. Chin. Okay, whatever. Sid's cool. I'd hang out with Sid. I feel like we could talk shop. Well, not me, but I feel like I would definitely listen to him talk shop. And I like that he's like, you know, I left my country to bring its, you know, technology to the masses and make everybody equal and stuff. So that's cool. Sid's cool. I like him. And you meet him really early on in Heaven's Word. He's always like got your back and stuff. And he saves you like a bunch of times with the Excelsior. So Sid's cool. Sid's cool. Not above Gosetsu, because Gosetsu's funnier than Sid, you know? Sid's cool, but he's like really cool. Gosetsu's like a funny old man who, like, every other line is like, you're crazy. Let's keep talking. I'm so bad with names. Emmanellain. Whatever the younger brother of the Fortemp's house is, I really enjoyed watching. Like, my shit is watching characters grow from like dirty little dumpster babies into like, wow, I could depend on you, you know? That's like in any form of media. Like, I if a character's already pretty cool, I'm like, yeah, he's fine. But I like fucking, oh, you're shit, aren't you? But I'm gonna polish you until you shine, you know? So I really like this character, the plot he has through the patch quests of Dragon Song War and stuff. He's really cool. In fact, yeah, I think so. Cause he calls me old boy. He's like, what's good, old boy? And I'm like, yeah, what's good? No, I like him a lot. I'll remember his name before the end. Don't know him. Estinien. I mean, what else can be said about Estinien that hasn't already been said? Right? I mean, I leveled Dragoon before Heaven's Words already. I was like, wow, I thought he was a girl at first. He's got feminine hips, but I already thought Estinien was cool. And then like he shows up and he's like, oh hey, chill out, Azure Dragoon. I'm not here to scrap. And I'm like, oh my god, they're referencing my job. and then he's just so like he has like the perfect amount of edge. I have so many pictures of like lines of dialogue that he has where I'm just like, oh dude, I could hit this shit all day, you know, like this is awesome. And his whole thing about how he's just on his own quest in Stormblood in the background, just like doing his own thing, and the game checks up on him every now and then, you know. And he was like, Nidhogg, come. I was like, oh my god, you know. Estinien, I mean, what else I mean, he's got to be a fan favorite, right? Like, it's Estinien. That is Estinien, right? Yeah, that's Estinien. So good. So good. Who's next? Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Fordola. I really like Fordola. This is like, I wouldn't hang out with her because she is crazy, but I like her as much as I like these other characters. Like Morton said, I don't know. Like I said, she's like a tragic character for me because like she was so messed up by, you know, the Garlean occupation that she had like a twisted hope about her. She was like, all right, you know what? Like if we got to roll in the filth and muddy our hands, and like we got to do whatever it takes, you know, like shave away at pieces of ourselves until we fit the mold that Garlemald wants us to be in order to have some semblance of freedom. You know, it's like oppressed to the point of like abandoning who you are for some semblance of acceptance by the oppressors. It's fucked up. It's tragic, which means I really like seeing her, and I really like reading what she says and hearing her voice. And she's a cool character. I'm glad that she's alive. I hope they do stuff with her in the patch quests, and she's like kind of a perfect foil to Lise in my opinion, just because like they're both so headstrong in wanting quote unquote like the best for their people, you know, but just in like completely, I mean, obviously polar opposite ways. So super cool. I like you. You're cool. I hope. And she got the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. That's crazy. They busted out the Gekkai Genkai out of nowhere, man. That's crazy. She's cool. I wonder if she still has it. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't think. So I'm sure one of these, like, I actually do know who they are, but I just don't remember them. That I know this person's from Hildibrand. I haven't done any of the Hildibrand stuff yet. Haurchefant. I mean, come on. I mean, look. How am I supposed to? I like Haurchefant a lot. I don't know. He was just, you know, sometimes you meet someone and they are almost too good for you, you know. Haurchefant is, you can't marry the sun, you know? Like, he is just too, he's great. Like, he's perfect. But I wouldn't marry him. But I would spend the rest of my life with him. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. I can't justify why he is where he is. But he is where he is. I love Haurchefant. What else can be said that hasn't already been said about Haurchefant as well? You know, he's great. So good. So many good lines. Perfectly set up the fall. Rest in peace, buddy. Hien's awesome. I would absolutely hang out with Hien. Hien's really, really funny. He's, again, a really, really down-to-earth leader, which I think is really cool, that you get to interact with, like, you know, to his people, he's like, oh my god, Lord Hien, you know, but with you, he's like, yeah, they used to call me this weird little nickname, and, you know, I lost to you in a fight, yada, yada. Like, he's really, really cool. He's a really, really cool guy, really cool friend. I like to think that the Warrior of Light, you know, when shit's not going down, you can just take a teleport to Doma and just kick it with Hien. I'm sure Hien is very hospitable. You know, he's like, come over to my, you know, unflooded castle. We'll shoot the shit, drink drinks, eat good eatings. You know, Hien's cool. I love Hien. I do think we did him dirty by leaving like in the middle of his like victory speech. He was like, friends, it has been many years under Garlean oppression, and we literally quietly slip out the back. I think that was disrespectful. I wish I would have gotten a choice there, but whatever. Yotsuyu? She's really cool. But I feel like she's gonna get cooler. I like her backstory, but I want a little more, you know? So I'm kind of, my mind isn't really made up on her right now. But, I mean, I like her. Everything below here is characters I don't like or I'm indifferent about. So she's like bottom of the barrel I like this character, but she's like over here, you know. Okay. Hilda. I mean, Hilda's fine. I don't know, Hilda's fine. I really liked her when they first showed her, like introduced her. I just don't feel like they did enough with her character. She's like a half-breed, like, you know, do something with that. They sort of did, but it didn't really go anywhere. And she's in the machinist quests, but I think just because she she was a character with a gun, they were like, ah, yeah, let's do it. She's fine. I mean, I like her more than Biggs and Wedge. What am I saying? Yeah, she's fine. This is like, I wish they had done more with these characters, because like these two have a lot of potential, and I just don't feel like they lived up to it all the way. Don't have an opinion on Hildibrand, because he's like a detective. I don't know. I'm sure he gets cooler. Kann-E-Sena. Look, I like a lot of these characters, so most of them are gonna congregate like up here. Okay. Kann-E-Sena's cool. I like her. You know, she has a cool, I guess, air about her. Very like reserved power kind of deal. I like it. Like I think I would like. I think she's in the White Mage quest lines, which I haven't done. I'm sure I would like her more if I did more Gridania stuff. I've never started in Gridania, so. Krile, my homie. I love Krile. Krile's super cool. Yeah, right there, right below Gosetsu. I mean, she's just super sassy. Any interaction that these two have together is the best. I love her. I love them. I love that he saved her. Super. I love it. I love everything about it. Yeah, I mean, her first introduction was just fucking funny as hell. You know, you don't really see Alphinaud. Alphinaud had been having a really, like, you know, air of elegance and superiority. Even after he got humbled, he's always like, he's still Alphinaud, like, oh, well-read scholar, you know, all that. But she really trips him up and calls him on the shit and alludes to, like, this really funny, humble beginnings of him. So I really like her. She's always cool. And she's really smart. And she has the echo, too. Although, I don't know. Does she still have the echo? I'm pretty sure they took it from her and gave it to Fordola. But I guess we won't know for sure. They definitely said something about a transfusion, which means, like, you know, move from A to B. But we'll see. Krile's super cool. And her last name is Baldessian? I thought the students of Baldessian were a thing, so I thought Baldessian was like a place, but I guess it's a last name. Maybe it's both? I don't know. Curious to see where they do that, what they do with that. Krile's super cool. And she had a connection with, like, Minfilia, you know, when she was still around. So yeah, Krile's cool. Krile's cool. It's hard to dethrone these two. You know what, honestly? Do I like Gosetsu more than Hien? Hang on a second. I think I do. Hien's really cool, but, like, you travel more with Gosetsu and you knew him earlier. And I'm so happy he's alive. Oh my god. I mean, I didn't even dare to hope. Like, they didn't find his body, which is the #1 fucking rule. But, like, I don't know. I don't know why, but I just accepted that he was dead. But he's alive. You know, that's awesome. I do like Gosetsu more than Hien. You know what, honestly? Hang on. Okay, hang on. I gotta move some stuff around. I like Gosetsu more than Y'shtola. Just because they haven't done enough with Y'shtola yet. I want them to do more. And I know they will. They have to. But for now, she might get moved around a little bit. Yeah. Okay, this is better. I'm sorry, Y'shtola. I know you're gonna be cool. I know you're gonna be sick. Alright. I mean, what? No. Come on. That's... I mean... You know, I almost want to say I mean, you're not supposed to like him. And so, like, they succeeded in making a horrible, unlikable character. And you almost have to respect that, like, he is a man with no martial or magical ability, and yet he still is basically untouchable. You know? And you like, they bring him up all the time in Stormblood, in Kugane, just like he's got his fingers in the pot, you know? But I hate him. So, he's unique. He's a good character, but I hate him. I'm indifferent about Louisoix. I think if I played 1.0, maybe I would have more of an opinion on him. He's not really in the game. I haven't done the coils, which is crazy because I already love Alisaie, but I haven't done coils and she's in that, so I'm sure I would like both of them more. But, you know, no opinion on Louisoix. I want to call her Rika. I know that's not her name, but she's really cool. Her save at the 11th hour and her reveal to be Garlean, I thought were all really well done. gotta go right here. I forgot to move that there. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. She's really, really cool. She's the connection that she has to Livia. Was that her name? The chick in the white armor from A Realm Reborn. Really cool. Don't know who this is. All right. Okay. This has been the point of contention. Okay, Magnai, like, look, I'm a romantic, right? So like the fact that their entire belief system is like, oh, we will one day find our soulmate. You know, we are each a half of a whole, and he has just been waiting and waiting. He's seeing everybody else find their soulmate all around them. You know, like, ah, Tim got with Mary, good for them. No, yeah, of course I'll go to the reception. Why wouldn't I? I'm the chief. But like, man, when is it gonna be my turn? When is it Magnai's turn, right? So like, yes, is it sad that he keeps getting rejected? Yes. Is it almost a little like weird and cringe that like every time he sees like a strong, cool lady, he's like, oh, are you my Juliet? You know, like, yeah, a little bit, but like, doesn't your heart just break every time they're like, no, I'm super not, you know? And he's just like, it's not like he's like, okay, on to the next, I suppose. But it just, every time he gets rejected, it wears his soul down a little bit. I don't know, man. I can't help but root for the guy. I hope she's out there. I love you, Magnai. I mean, I want to marry you, but definitely best friends. You know, like, Haurchefant is like, ah, you're such a good soul. I almost feel like I can't come to you with like my more selfish problems. Magnai, I'd be like, Magnai, fuck, I suck and everything sucks all the time. Magnai'd be like, yeah, tell me about it, man. Yeah, let's go ride a bird. Magnai's cool. I hope I don't regret these words, because every time I've told someone that I've loved Magnai, people have been like, no, you shouldn't. He sucks. He's gross. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Is that microphone on? It is. Okay, that was scary. Who's next? Matoya, I'm indifferent. I mean, I like her. In fact, I wish they would have done more with her. And you know what? I hope that they do. If they ever do a thing focused on Y'shtola, then Matoya, you know, they have to have a history. She's like, you know, Krile is to Alphinaud, kind of. You know, a connection, a mentor from their past who alludes to a larger history. I like that shit, Matoya. I hope you were in the first Final Fantasy game. You're like, you know, you've earned more stuff. Lord Fortemp. Okay, I really like him. He broke my heart when he did that thing. Oh my god! But at the end of the Dark Knight questline, where he's like, man, you know, after all the bullshit, you will always have a place here with us if you want it. I wish you would. He says, like, you know, you're welcome to stay. In fact, I wish you would stay. I wish you would leave all that Warrior of Light bullshit behind. It's only hurting you. You have a seat at my table at dinner every night. I leave, like, they prepare a dish for you. Man, all right. No, he's great. Where are you going? Right next to your son. Yeah. No, he's really nice. He doesn't get a lot. He gets the memoirs that he narrates and stuff. He's cool. I like him. Do I like him more Fordola though? No, but the second I get more Fordola in the patch quest, I mean, she's bunny hopping. Merlwyb. The only cool thing Merlwyb has ever done for me was when Y'shtola was like, hey, all you guys are doing are killing, you know, the beast tribes, which are then killing you, which are then you're killing them. It's just an endless cycle. And then Merlwyb was like, yeah, no, it is an endless cycle, but what am I supposed to do? Not defend Limsa Lominsa? Like, that's my duty. Like, I'm playing my part in this, you know, cycle of hatred, but what other part is there to play right now? Like, there's nothing we can do. We got to do it. I like that. I was like, it's a tough part to play. She knows that, like, she's just perpetuating this cycle of, you know, oh, we kill them, they summon their primal, they kill a few of ours, we kill their primal, we kill them, they summon their primal. Like, I like that. I wish they would do more. Do I like her more than Lahabrea? No. Do I like Lahabrea more than Biggs and Wedge? Yes. What am I doing? And I like her more than Biggs and Wedge. Biggs and Wedge are nothing. Like, they're nothing characters, right? Like, and no, yeah. Okay, that's it. Minfilia. Minfilia. I am truly indifferent. I feel like in 1.0 and like up towards, yeah, in 1.0 they really didn't have a lot to do with her. I mean, she got kidnapped, what, twice? She was nice. I mean, I don't dislike her. And for the longest time, I thought she was going to be a dancer. When I first watched the Stormblood cinematic, obviously I didn't know that was Lise or Ida at the time. So I was like, oh, there's like a monk and like this like flowy person. Oh, like, is this the dancer that I've heard about? Oh, you know who looks like they have kind of like dancey looking clothes? Minfilia. I mean, you know, so like, yeah, so I was like, oh, fuck, wait, she's like super dead, I guess. I'm indifferent towards Minfilia. Yeah, if she ever comes back, which I mean, I don't think she will, because when I was reading like comments of like what happened, and people were like, yeah, I mean, they didn't really do anything with her until the very, very end, and then they kind of just brought her out, you know. So I don't know. Although, hang on. Oh, hang on. I mean, no, hang on. If he gets more character development, then I mean, she has to, right? Yeah. No, these two are a package deal. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. I don't know the details, but I know this guy, for some reason people like him, and I know it can't be from the things I've already done. So if he shows up again, then there's got to be at least a mention of her. So maybe she'll get more. For now, she's just like so-so, whatever. Wandering Minstrel, I mean, no, I don't know. In fact, I would go to say that I don't like him. He feels very like self-inserty. I mean, at the end of the Final Fantasy 16 crossover event, he was like, I guess we'll never know what happens to Clive. I mean, but you could, you know, if you purchase Final Fantasy 16 now on the PlayStation, like, I don't know. He just feels very, I don't know. I don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him. Is that weird? I hope that's not an unpopular opinion. Who's next? Moonbrita. She was awesome. And like the first death that I was like, oh god, no way. Are you serious? I was just starting to like her. She has a history with, yeah. I mean, come on. Her entire history with Urenji. You know who I'm talking about. And like all their dialogue. She's great. She's super likable, badass, smart. She's great. I like her. What was her name? It's killing me. Since something, I don't know. I mean, okay, look, this is crazy, right? Yugiri's awesome. She's been awesome since day one. Like, first of all, like my heartstrings, you know, refugee crisis, we take them in at Mordona, super duper cool. A badass ninja from a faraway land, mysterious, you don't see her face, fucking awesome. She fights like with Thancred, and they're like matching each other's steps. She doesn't like fight Thancred, they fight together against, you know, the beast tribes. And she gets to show off like her ninja moves, you know, and you have Thancred to compare her to, so you could tell that she knows her shit, you know. And then mask reveal, she stays loyal the whole way through. Like, she's like, look, man, if you guys are going to war with the Alliance, I'm with you, you know, like us, the Domans are with you, you know, because you were there for us. And I love that shit. Like, you built a bond, you put in the work, and of course they're going to have your back when the time is needed. And then everything in Doma, I mean, she lays her emotions bare, you know, her desperation to find Hien, her anger, you know, almost bloodlust at Xenos. Super duper cool. That entire like dialogue that you have with her on the beach in Doma, my heart will go on. Love Yugiri. Top. I mean, shit. Like, honestly, yeah, no, I do like her more than Aymeric. Yeah, because like Aymeric's cool, but like, you know, he's like over there, you know, like Yugiri's like right next to you all the time. Yugiri clears. Nanamo, I liked her a lot, but they didn't really do anything with her, and I liked her more when she had died tragically, trying to get rid of her system of government, you know, and establish a republic. But after she came back to life, she hasn't really done anything, I don't think, so... Bottom of I would hang out with, maybe top of I wish they do something more with you. Like, I'm gonna change this to like wasted potential, you know? Yeah, that seems a lot better. But then these two move down. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, no. I wish they do more with Nanamo. I do. I'll put her right here. Matoya, just, I mean, look. She's just like a leader, you know, versus like Matoya, who's like this crazy old, you know, recluse wizard and fucking Pope Francis, the evil ninth or whatever. Don't know who this is, Lise. I mean, come on. This is recency bias, like 100%, right? Like this is definitely like I just finished Stormblood and I watched Lise go from like this kind of brash, inexperienced hothead to like, okay, understanding, you know, the position of the people, because she was like, why aren't you guys fighting back? How could you just sit there and let them kick you in the nuts, you know? And they're like, look, man, we've been living under this shit for 20 years. These kids don't even know any other life outside of like being oppressed, you know, like watching her, like her worldview just like kind of be shattered, and then slowly having her put it back together and mature and come into like a leadership position, and knowing that like she's not gonna fit the same shoes that her dad or Conrad did, but like just doing it her own way. And then, like I said, I think she contrasts Fordola perfectly. Also, she has some hard ass lines where she confronts Fordola and she's like, butcher, liar, traitor. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it. No, I mean, and then we fight at the top of the statue and I'm like, oh my god, it's that moment in the trailer. No, it was all hype. This is all recency. I'm sure with time, as love for Stormblood wanes, she will go down a couple of steps, but I don't think she'll ever leave the top row. She's super cool, and apparently people don't like her, and that makes me sad because I think she's really cool. So yeah, Papalymo, like king of wasted potential, right? I really like Papalymo, but only right like up to his death, like the entire rest of the time in the Realm Reborn and stuff, I was like, I mean, he's just like, because I wasn't even in Gridania, so like I didn't even really get the introductory parts of him. But he goes from like this nothing character to like, oh, I don't know if you knew, Alphinaud, but I was your grandfather's utmost student. I'm like, that would have been cool to see, I think, or hear more about. And maybe you did, and just like in the background or in the lore or something. But I like I mean, I don't like him more than the Pope, but I like Papalymo. Actually, yeah, I like more than Matoya, but I think they could have done way more. He's a Scion, you know, like look at some of the other Scions we have here, you know, like they could have done more. Pippin is fine. Pippin is cool. He's fine. I have no opinion on Pippin. Don't know. Raban. I would marry Raban. Can you imagine? He would provide for you, you know? He's probably like a bitchin' chef, a general, a soldier, you know? And even he had like a moment of like, I guess you could call it like character development, because like when Nanamo was presumed dead, he like lost his shit, but then immediately he like thought about it a little more and continued to lose his shit, but also strategically like freed you and was like, get out of here. I know you didn't do it, clear your names, I'll hold this guy back. And then when Xenos was in camp, like you see Raban like clutch a sword, like, oh, this is Xenos, like the guy who is holding my country, you know, underneath his fist or whatever. I could end this shit right now, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but in my head I'm like, oh, he's like definitely like weighing his options here. Like I could go, but I have one arm, I'm not the man I used to be, and you know the warrior light's here and he's bleeding, you know, there's pieces of him all over the place, holy shit, what happened? So I really like that moment. Raban's great. I don't think anyone will disagree. Raban's awesome. Yeah, I love Raban, the Iron Bull. And I mean, I didn't start in Thanalan, but you know, home isn't where you're from, it's where you find peace. And I live in Thanalan, you know, like I live in Ulda, you know, and I'm, you know, he calls me lieutenant. I'm like, oh shit, oh, it's like Hawkeye and shit. Yeah, no, I like Raban's cool. Do I like him more than Mimbrita? You know what? This is kind of unfair. She's very new and she's very nice, but like it doesn't have a lot going on. Is this still fine? Love Gaius, love Mimbrita. Probably love Raban more than Mimbrita. Mimbrita's her name, right? I'm so bad with names. Let's just move on. Let's see. Don't know. She's indifferent. I mean, no, I like her. I dare say they could have done more with her. No, actually, no, they did plenty with her. Like even the little tiny things you had with her in her village and like her whole interaction with Gosetsu were really cool. Like Gosetsu was like, you guys are crazy. You think people are resurrected and the whole village goes silent? And she's like, hey, I let you in here to observe. I didn't let you in here to like literally like mock our beliefs. The fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, yeah, stand up for your shit. I love it. In fact, I love her more than Kann-E-Sena. Yeah. In fact, I love her more than the second lieutenant. Yeah, she stuck up on me, actually. She's really cool. Okay. Don't know. I don't think I know who that is. No. I was like Nero. Turtle Man, I mean, what can you say, right? He's fine. I found that whole part of the story kind of like, it was like, oh, we're underwater, this is crazy. But then it was like, oh, the blue Kojin and the red Kojin are going to war. And the red Kojin are, you know, not actually full Garlemald, but they're just doing it. I'm like, this is, I was ready to get to the next part of the story, so you know, I'm indifferent. I like Totoro. I would hang out with Totoro. Only because she's not afraid to like rub elbows with like the fucking seedy underbelly of wherever she finds herself in. And she makes me clothes. So I would, and I probably, you know what? Yeah, yeah. This is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. It's not like I don't like Kann-E-Sena, but I mean, you know, one's a little more approachable, I think. Who's next? Don't know. Thancred. Thancred's cool. I would hang out with Thancred. I wouldn't say that he has had wasted potential. I mean, everything, his relationship with Minfilia has been super interesting. Him and Krile's exchange at that castrum was really cool. Him being like our like intelligence officer and like rogue and stuff is really cool. Yeah, I like him. I don't like him more than like Fordola. I really like Fordola. I don't know why. Aside from all the stuff I mentioned, she's cool. Cirina. No, that's not it. Damn it. Okay. Nero Tolskavia. I mean, I like him. He's like tied with Sid. They're, in my mind, like inseparable. You know, like and maybe I like Nero a little more just because he started out as like a villain, turned into like, you know what? Like I'm too smart to just be a villain. You know. Like, I'm gonna do my own shit, you know, pursue my own goals. I will, and my only goal is to beat Sid at everything. You know, no, Nero's great. Nero is great. I like Nero a lot. I can't stand talking to him. I think if I'm in my character's shoes, oh my god, I'm not sharing a room with you. But like from the outside looking in, he's so fun to watch interact with everybody. Every time he makes an entrance, you're like, oh, this fucking guy, you know. Who's next? Orangier. He's fine. I'm sure he's gonna get more stuff. He's kind of just like he's almost like a Deus Ex Machina. Like he just shows up and he's like, hey, and he's voiced by like Devrim Kay from Destiny, so he's like, ah, you know, like he's I like more than the Pope. I like the Pope a lot. I just wish they would done like one more thing with him. I'm sure he gets a lot more, right? And his moment was really cool in the Warriors of Darkness storyline. But you kind of knew he wasn't really betraying you. And everything since then is just him being like, oh, I speak in flowery language. Here's what you need. Here's what you should do. I'm gonna go look into that. Buy you a leave, you know? Like, he's fine. I don't know. Yeah, he's fine where he is. Because I like him more in Papalymo because he had more going on than Papalymo. Yeah, no, he's fine where he is. He's fine. He's just fine. Varys. I'm indifferent with Varys. Actually, no. I like Varys. And I wouldn't even say he's wasted potential. I just don't, I mean, we're too early in to like really see him. So he's like in his own place, you know? Like, I'll put him here, but I'm indifferent actually. Because I could end up hating him. But I'm probably going to like him. In fact, I already sort of like him. Just because of the, this bottom row is completely unorganized. But I already like him just because of the exchange he had with Elidibus. Don't know that guy, although can't wait. Oh, to Leggy, add a Leggy. Bottom of no, I hope I hope both halves you are burning, man. Oh my god. So horrible. I hated everything he was in. He wasn't even like, you know, where, what's his name? Fuck, I'm blanking on his name. Where this guy is like, he almost commands like a mob boss respect. Where you're like, oh man, he's got fucking people everywhere, money everywhere. You know, he'll never be broke. He'll never be out of schemes. Telegi's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, just die. Like, oh my god, so bad. What I have? Oh, Elise, Lady Iceheart. I mean, come on, definitely hang out with her. I think she's right below Stola, because that whole, I mean, it was like that mini arc you had with just you, Estinien, Alphinaud, and her, like in that place. I can't remember the name, but you know, you're fighting, you're looking for Hraesvelgr, and you have the campfire scene, and she has some really good lines where she's like, I'd rather die, you know, I'd rather commit sins, you know, knowing the truth than live peacefully in ignorance or something like that. Like I forget the exact quote, but she's really cool. And she I feel like she could have done a little more towards the end, because like she kind of gets her worldview shattered, and then she disappears until the very end, where she rises with Hraesvelgr and then dies. You know, like I feel like she should have been with us more towards the end, but still super duper scene, super duper awesome scene. And I mean, she's great. She's great. I really like her. She was really fun to get to know. Plus, you spend so much time like fighting her, and then from the get-go, you're like, oh, there's more to her that meets the eye. So she's cool. I need some water, dude. Holy shit. All right, who we got next? Almost done. Last one. Zenos. Oh, Zenos. Zenos. Where am I gonna put you? I liked Zenos. I did. I mean, he's very one-dimensional. He's just like, nothing matters, and the only thing that brings me joy is like vicious combat. You know, like all this political bullshit, like all this occupying Eorzea, icons, scions, warriors of light, empires. None of that, like, you know, moves my flame or whatever. Like none of that tips the scales for me. The only thing I want is the hunt, you know, and the fight. So there's kind of a beauty in that simplicity, and you know, it's very anime where he's just like fucking insanely strong and just dying for someone to challenge him, like a messed up One Punch Man, right? And he carries a golf bag of swords. That's just fucking awesome, right? That's super cool. I feel like I've seen that in some other media and I just liked it, you know. I like people that have a lot of swords, you know, a lot of weapons, you know. And also, I mean, he's just seriously strong. I really enjoyed all his boss fights, a dungeon one, even the ones you're meant to lose, you know, like, I'm sure that annoyed people, but I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like, I want to feel threatened, you know? And then some people are like, well, it's no fun if, you know you're going to lose. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's not true, because, like, you know you're going to win every other thing, and I'm sure some people still find those fun, you know? Or maybe not, maybe don't. Maybe nothing is fun, unless it's, like, actually you might fail or you might win. Regardless, I really like them. No idea where I'm going to put him. I wouldn't marry him. That would be... Because, you know, he would just put you up on the pedestal, and that's not healthy, you know? You can't see eye to eye with someone if you're on uneven flooring, and he would just put you up too high. I wouldn't call him best friend. I mean, he's no Magnai. Like I wouldn't split a beer with him. You know, he's no Haurchefant. I guess I like him more than these people, and you know, I probably like him more than that, and I like him more than Thancred. Do I like him more than Fordola? She's like the great filter, man. She's like, I really gotta like everybody over here. No, I don't. They're both from the same expansions. They're both antagonists, and I enjoyed scenes with Fordola more than I enjoyed scenes with Zenos, by a semi-considerable margin, right? So, yeah, but he was cool. I really liked him. And you don't, he wins, right? And I love villains who win. Is that fucked up? Like, he like strung you along, let you live. He spared your life so that you can get just strong enough to make him feel a little alive, you know? And after you gave him that, he was like, all right, finally, I am satisfied. And I know I will never be satisfied again. Knowing that, what's the point? Freaking ends himself. It's super cool. I liked it. Screw the haters. Man, I love this game. Okay, that's it, right? I don't think I know any of these people. Do I know this person? Surely not. No. God, this person looks terrifying. No. Isn't this... Do I know this person? Aren't they the person in Gridania? Like Mama Milady or something? No. Clearly I don't know them. Okay. That's it. Do I need to make any last minute adjustments? Do I like Robon more than Gaius? No. That speech, I'm telling you, that's all it took. Like, Gaius, just all of his speeches and all his dialogue are just so he commands such a presence, you know. Ochirin. You know what? I feel disingenuous putting her up here when I don't even know her name. I'm gonna move her down a bit, a considerable bit. I think honestly, look, if we can be totally honest, I think I just found her cute. And I just said it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, yeah, I wasn't being real with myself. The rest of these, yes. If I put Magnai over Haurchefant, I won't wake up tomorrow. Hien, Gosetsu. These are very close. And Alphinaud is definitely like your boy. Like he is your like #1, you know. Yes to this, brother, that, yes. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And this, the whole point of this is to see how this changes. Because I mean, the patch quests have got to move these two a little bit either up or down. You know, like if nothing is done with Yotsuyu, this chick in the patch quest, she might go down because I'll consider that wasted potential. You know, same with Fordola. I want Fordola to be like right here, like right between Hien and Gosetsu. I hope she is. Y'shtola, I definitely could see going up if an expansion ever really focuses on her. Magnai might go down if he turns out to be a creep. Please don't Magnai. Please be cool. I don't see any of these falling. Maybe Lise I'll like less over time, but I mean, she's still great. And these, I mean, I guess Merlwyb and Nanamo could have a crazy expansion moment or patch quest moment. Maybe Hilda. Lahabrea surely will go up, right? Like even if it's up here, because they got to do more with him. Matoya is like linked, soul bonded to Y'shtola. Papalimo. Okay, I've heard that he just doesn't get mentioned for the rest of the game, so he's probably gonna hang out right here in the future. And then Orangier, definitely gonna go up. And then this guy, probably gonna stay there forever. The rest of them, they're probably, yeah, everything is just decided, I think. Unless like, oh, and Minfilia and the Warrior of Darkness. Yeah. And then maybe Hildibrand. And then maybe, okay, so there's a lot of subject to change, right? A lot is subject to change. But for now, end of Stormblood, main story, a liberated Alamigo. This is how I feel. Stormblood main story, that's just 4.0, right? Like that's non-patch content. I don't know the terminology for it. Or is main story like the whole expansion up until the next expansion? I'm assuming it just means up until 4.0. Or the end of 4.0. Whatever. Point is, you know, liberated Alamigo, and this is how I feel about these characters. Yeah. Okay, cool. Video done. Yeah. Okay. If anybody watches this, I'll be incredibly surprised.